Chelsea have rejected West Ham's offer to Conor Gallagher. Chelsea have rejected West Ham United's offer of £40 million for Chelsea midfielder Conor Gallagher. When head coach Mauricio Pochettino prepared his squad for the coming season, Gallagher, who scored in a pre-season friendly match against Brighton with a score of 4-3, was linked to the move from Stamford Bridge after failing to secure regular places in the first team during the previous season. Gallagher rejected the move of £45 million to Everton in the January transfer window this year. Newcastle United are also credited with past interests. Gallagher graduated from the academy in Chelsea but passed when lent. He spent time at Charlton Athletic, Swansea City, West Bromwich Albion and Crystal Palace between 2019 and 2022. The English international survived at Chelsea last season, and although he appeared in 35 Premier League matches, many of his performances came from the bench. West Ham, meanwhile, wanted to strengthen their midfield after the departure of Declan Rice worth £105 million to Arsenal. Romelu Lukaku rejected the revised Saudi offer. Players only wanted to move to Juventus. Chelsea striker Romelu Lukaku has rejected the revised offer from the Saudi Pro League when he waited for his move to the Serie A Juventus giant. Having previously rejected the offer from Saudi Arabia, Corriere dello Sport reported that Lukaku had rejected a new 2-year proposal worth €100 million. Shocking. The Saudis are willing to pay around €50 million to persuade Lukaku to leave Chelsea, but the Belgian international striker is determined to move to Turin. Chelsea, desperate to release Lukaku this summer and prefer to sell it to Saudi, which submitted a higher transfer fee than Juventus. However, the player insisted with his desire to remain in Serie A after holding a conversation with Juventus about the summer move. Reports emerged that Lukaku had held talks with Juventus and had an agreement with the Bayern Canary. Juventus have offered a 3-year contract worth €9 million per year, far lower than a proposal from Saudi Arabia. The conversation has not developed further, with Juventus waiting to release Dusan Vlahovic before completing the transfer for Lukaku, who wants to work with Massimiliano Allegri next season. If Caicedo moved to Chelsea, Levi Colwill moved to Brighton. According to Guardian, Chelsea's steps for Brighton midfielder Moises Caicedo encountered obstacles, with Seagulls demanding the inclusion of Levi Colwill in the agreement. Brighton rejected the £70 million offer from the Blues last week, and they seem to make it difficult for Chelsea in the step of contracting Caicedo. Chelsea manager Mauricio Pochettino wants to recruit 1 or 2 defensive midfielders this summer and has targeted Caicedo, while Brighton manager Roberto De Zerbi wants Caicedo and Colwill in his squad next season. De Zerbi even insinuated Chelsea, because Brighton could offer European football this season. However, Chelsea did not want to lose Colwill because they saw it as an integral part of their squad. Chelsea lacks defense options following a long-term injury to Wesley Fofana and Benoit Badiashile. Chelsea must now consider whether they are ready to release Levi Colwill to contract Caicedo. They did not want to pay the price requested by Brighton, £100 million for the Ecuador player, but they would immediately submit a third offer. Michael Olise is ready to move like Chelsea after reportedly approved personal requirements with the Blues. The winger performed extraordinary throughout the season, becoming the first Palace player to record 2-digit assists in one Premier League season, and according to RMC Sport, Olise was ready to move to Stamford Bridge this summer after Palace received an offer of £39 million for the midfielder, with a report adding that he had agreed to personal requirements. Reporter Lomi Stanley said, "In Palace they tend to recruit some very talented young players who continue to appear impressive for the first team. Players like Olise, he is still young and there is still much to be improved, but he has the potential to play in top teams in Europe." Some people might say that moving to Chelsea at the current career stage may be the wrong decision, that he will not play as much as he wants and can get lost in the background. But Pochettino is a man who likes to give young players the opportunity, and if they appear impressive and play well, then they will be a big part of the Argentine boss squad. Olise is a talent, but he must be ready to play for clubs like Chelsea. Sky Sports expert Nigeria predicts that Chukwuemeka will get more time to play under Chelsea's new boss. Sky Sports experts in Nigerian descent Samuel Obaseki believe that the midfielder who meets the requirements of Super Eagles Carney Chukwuemeka will get more time playing under the new Chelsea Mauricio Pochettino in the new season. Chukwuemeka has struggled to get time to play since he arrived at Stamford Bridge from Aston Villa last summer. The 19-year-old player can only start 2 Premier League matches last season and become a substitute in 12 opportunities. Because of the lack of minutes playing in his first season with Chelsea, he was associated with the temporary departure of Stamford Bridge this summer. Obaseki, when he was a speaker in the talk transfer program in Sky Sports, believed that Chukwuemeka with Cesare Caicedo and Andre Santos would get time to play in the Premier League next season. He said, Pochettino has seen several midfielders who have played during the preseason: Santos, Chukwuemeka, Caicedo, who performed well. I thought Pochettino had realized the quality of his players. Obviously, it will be naive to think that they will all be able to work in the Premier League and play a full season, and that is why Caicedo relationships make sense. But I think we will see more than we thought before. Chukwuemeka has appeared in 2 Chelsea preseason matches so far, against Wrexham and Brighton. He has recorded an assist and was also involved in the Blues' first goal against Brighton, with 3 more preseason matches that will be played by the Pochettino team. The Aston Villa Academy product will have more time to impress its new manager ahead of the new season. Chelsea not giving up to bring in the £70 million star at Stamford Bridge. Mauricio Pochettino wants a striker for Chelsea in Stamford Bridge. Mauricio Pochettino and Todd Boehly have recruited in the attacker area, but they seem to want number 9 natural. Reporter Paul Brown recently told Gimsport that Pochettino wanted to make a big spark in the transfer window by recruiting a striker this summer. Understandably, Pochettino will want many new additions to try to change Chelsea's luck. Another report, also from Galletti, has suggested that Juventus striker Dusan Vlahovic is not the option left for Pochettino before the window was closed in September. The Italian journalist claimed that, however, the price requested by Juventus is too high. Speaking to Gimsport, he said, "So, Vlahovic is not a choice left. Conversely, he is ideal. As I said several times, the profile requested by Pochettino, however, is told, the price requested by Juventus is considered too high, and Chelsea want to take their time, if the competition allows, to negotiate demands with Juventus." Burnley hopes to contract young Chelsea stars for £10 million plus an additional plus. According to journalist Alan Nixon, Burnley hopes to contract young Chelsea left-back Ian Maatsen for £10 million plus extra in the transfer window this summer. The newly promoted side is working to approve costs with the Blues to contract the Dutchman. The player is currently in Chelsea's preseason squad in the United States. Maatsen was loaned to Burnley last season and played a key role in helping them win the championship and promotion to the Premier League. Boss Burnley Vincent Kompany played the Dutch player, especially as a left-back. There is one match where he plays as a central defender too. In 42 appearances in all competitions last season, he scored 4 goals and 6 assists. Will Ziyech be able to return to Ajax? Lewis Winter from Daily Express said, "Ziyech is likely to leave Chelsea this summer if he can find a new club, and he could have been tempted to return to the team that he really enjoyed his success." Ziyech previously spent 4 years in Ajax, won the Dutch domestic treble in 2019 before joining Chelsea in the €40 million agreement in the following summer, and he has also shown the desire to leave Stamford Bridge lately. Ziyech has agreed to the requirements to move to Paris Saint-Germain in January, but the League One team tried to register the transfer a few minutes after the deadline and the move failed. He has since been associated with a move to Saudi Arabia, but so far rejects that progress. Prediction of the starting lineup for Chelsea versus Newcastle United for the preseason. Formation 4-2-3-1. Goalkeepers: Kepa Arrizabalaga. Right back: Reece James. Left back: Ben Chilwell. Center back, Thiago Silva. Center back, Levi Colwill. Defensive midfielder, Caicedo. Defensive midfielder, Andre Santos. Attacking midfielder, Carney Chukwuemeka. Right winger, Angelo Gabriel. Left winger, Michaelo Mudryk. Striker, Christopher Nkunku. Okay guys, those are the predictions for the starting lineup for Chelsea versus Newcastle United for the preseason. What do you think? Don't forget to write your opinion in the comments column.